Hello, people, and welcome to NewsBTC's We Need to Crypto Talk, a show in which we invite seasoned and upcoming talents of Bitcoin and blockchain industry and discuss the enormous possibilities decentralized tools can offer to mankind. I, Yashu Gola, am fortunate to speak to our special guest today. His name is Nathan Collins, the CMO of Nebula. Hello, Nathan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, darn good, man. Yeah, Nebula is a very exciting project. We got some very unique ideas, and cryptocurrency is all about innovation. So we're hoping to push.
And
Yeah,
we want to dwell into Nebula. Of course, I have so many questions to ask you about it. But before that, let's step back and let's know more about the people and organization that are backing it. Please have the floor.
uh, yeah, Chain Trade Tech is our company. Our other project is Chain Trade, and we also do PayPy. It's a very large team, so it's very hard to get everybody situated on all these three different projects, but it's been working out. Our CEO is Vincent Jacks, and he is a serial entrepreneur. He's got past successes, so it's very nice to work for him. And I myself, I was an avid cryptocurrency trader for quite a while before I eventually turned my hobby into my career.
Oh, that's good to know. But you mentioned Chain Trader. Is that the same company that has this commodity platform?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. So Nebula is an exchange, and I don't have to ask what it does. Though I'm interested in what more it can do in a space that is already filled with so many cryptocurrency exchanges.
I agree. I mean, all the exchanges out there, they're all very similar. They're often quite boring, to be one thing, or professional, and they all tend to do the same thing. So it's just like, well, what would be the point of making another one if it doesn't do anything different? And ours has a ton of unique features, and we're going to make our exchange fun because cryptocurrency is fun. It's really big with a young crowd right now, all this new money, and they're here for the entertainment for the most of it, and we're going to provide plenty of that. So as far as the fun aspect of it, one of our ideas we're hoping if enough people really like it is we're going to have a really cool looking nebula on the front page. Just a really cool star design that'll be interactive and stuff like that. And there will be 20 different stars on this front page, and the logos of the top volume coins will be on there. And you can watch them live competing for the space in the nebula. And they'll all be competing for the #1 top volume 24-hour, which will be the supernova. And if you were holding a coin when it goes supernova, then you'll get an RP bonus, a nice one. So it'll be kind of like a fun little game, and the chat will be really excited, I think.
Okay. So, but what difference? What more can it have than an exchange? I mean, what other features are you trying to introduce to this platform?
All right, so the biggest feature is we're trying to fix a long-term problem in the cryptocurrency market, which is trust. So it's really hard to find honest opinions anywhere in the cryptocurrency space right now. If you're researching a coin, you're probably going to go on their Telegram, their Discord, or their website, and you're just gonna get opinions from people who already hold the coin, who are already heavily invested, and they want you to buy it. They really want you to buy it, and it's just not a great place to research, and that's one of the hardest things right now is doing your own research. And if you go onto a public website like Reddit or 4chan, then you might run into people who don't hold the coin, or they have the competition, so they're probably going to really try to FUD it, as they say, and make you buy their own things. So that also doesn't quite work out. And with all the professional reviewers out there, it's hard to trust them because a lot of them are being caught out, taking bribes. And, if somebody offers you a lot of money for a tweet, most people take that.
Right. So
Yeah.
you might have a mechanism. You might have a mechanism to destabilize this sort of paid review systems. What are you replacing it with?
So we have a 5-star review system that anybody can use on all of our currencies. So no matter what currency you like, you can go on there and you can write a 5-star review. And it's very similar to Amazon, which is great because there's all these new investors, and they're kind of running around like chickens with their heads cut off. They don't know what they're doing. They have an idea of what cryptocurrency is, but they don't know what to buy. And honestly, they get taken advantage of by things like BitConnect. And so with our 5-star review system, we really hope it's going to be not only helpful but familiar to all these new investors, and to help guide them into their next investment. And I think it'll be a really kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, because the 5-star coins are going to gain value, and the 1-star ones, they're not. They're or at least it's going to help.
Well, that's noble actually, but so many times we have seen that some of these scammy coins, we call them shit coins, of course,
Exactly. Yeah,
they get
exactly.
into the major exchanges itself. I mean, they buy their way into the exchanges, and people start trading them right there. So, what is the process of selecting the coins that will be listed on this exchange you're creating?
So that's actually a really good question, because the main reason that we made the Nebula is because we were having trouble getting Chain Trade, which is just such a solid project, listed on those exchanges. I mean, they asked for just absurd amounts. I've seen 20 Bitcoin listing fees. I've seen anything from 50K to 500K, and I've heard of some asking for over $1 million just to be on the exchange, which is just absolutely crazy. It's like you need an ICO just to get your coin on an exchange.
You're right.
So our listing fee is at the moment $5,000. $5,000 solid. You can pay it in ETH or BTC. So go ahead, tell your favorite developers to apply on our website, because it's just $5,000. That's it. And we already have over 40 coins, by the way. I believe it's about 46 at the moment. And that's pre-launch.
I was gonna ask about those the coins you're adding, the kind of pairs are you adding, the instruments. So which are the latest coins you're adding to this exchange? Is it already live? First of all, is Nebula out there?
Oh, we have all sorts. So one of the best things about the exchange is that it's going to become a haven for all these orphan projects that couldn't afford listing, or just got ignored by all the other exchanges. So we really want to let them in and give them a chance on the market and become a top exchange, and that allows everybody, instead of just the most the ones with the biggest wallets, you know.
Well, I know a young entrepreneur in India who wants to launch an ICO for raising funds for his restaurant, and that's a very noble thing. That's crowdfunding in true form. So he might need you guys. So I might recommend him to just get listed on your exchange to begin
Yeah,
with.
absolutely.
So
Yeah, we have everything.
yeah. So
We have everything.
Sorry. We just keep
Good thing it's not live.
actually.
Yeah.
Now, if it's live, people would be laughing right now. So really, all right.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So there's also one thing I heard about your platform. That's a reputation point system. It means that
Absolutely.
you're actually rewarding your people for contributing.
So what we're doing is, when I thought about the 5-star review system, I was just like, well, how do I prevent that from being filled with people who are lying? So I built the reputation system, and it's great. So we're gonna have a troll box. So you're gonna be able to communicate with lots of people, and we encourage people to teach others. So we're really hoping that the Nebula won't only be just an exchange, but it'll be a great place to do your own research and learn from the community. And the moderators are going to be encouraged to give points to people who help others. You will also get points for getting thumbs up on your reviews, and you'll also get points for logging in. And we'll actually probably have some fun little mini games that I have in mind to also get some points. So there's an entertainment value to it, but there's also a lot of trust involved. I mean, like if somebody has 20,000 reputation points, he's probably been on the exchange for a long time, and he's probably widely respected by the community over somebody who has 12 points. So that way.
I have to mention something. I mean, of course, that's a very noble idea to bring in the community to comment on projects that are out there and create this review system that can help people to decide which project they want to invest in. That's very noble. But don't you think that it still can be breached by paid trollers? That is already happening in Facebook and Twitter, where we can see people defending for taking money. And we have seen that paid trollers are after people. They are just getting attacks on people, on other organization. It's a very bad practice in the main corporate itself. So how will you actually ensure that the people who are actually commenting on that platform, they are being well reviewed themselves?
I mean, similar to Amazon, the top thumbed review is going to be the one that gets featured, but we'll also have all the recent ones on there. And it's just we're going to probably have a referral system that will also get you RP points there, reputation points there. And yeah, I think it'll work out. I think it'll be really good. I don't know about the paid trolls there. I mean, like they would have to make a new account every time, and we have a bottom limit that you need to do so you have to be like let's say level 2 to even put a review or to even rate the reviews. So you would have to, each one of those trolls would actually have to contribute like a week's worth or a couple days worth at least in order to even take advantage of that, and that's just not possible for these trolls. You won't be able to mass produce them, you know.
Right.
So that's what I hope for.
I get my answer here, actually. I'm quite convinced with that. So, moving on to the regulatory aspect of this platform, where are you located, and how are you going to be functioning in other countries? With this new news coming in every day, and this uncertainty, even in India,
Oh yeah,
in my own country,
yeah.
there's
A
so
lot
much
of threats with
uncertainty.
the SEC too. So we're
Yeah,
definitely we're keeping our eyes on how securities are going to be handled.
right.
Hopefully not all cryptocurrencies become securities. That would really be a pretty pain in the butt. So we're based in, or at least the company is based in Singapore, but the team of the Nebula it's all over the world. Vincent, the CEO, he's in France, in Paris, and I'm in Florida, and a lot of the team is in Madagascar and Eastern Europe. So we're all over the place, but the exchange is welcoming everybody. It's definitely a global exchange.
Good to know. So, security. You know what I'm going to ask.
Ah, yes. Yeah, yeah. I mean, 500 million. Wow, stolen.
Well,
That is a
yeah.
lot of
So,
money. Yeah,
so that
that
is
is
a lot
ridiculous.
of that is a lot of
That's like,
pressure. That is a lot of
yeah,
pressure on you guys as well. How to
yeah.
ensure that, how to just tell people that you won't be hacked in the future. What are the measures are you taking, to protect people asset from getting hacked? So how are
Well,
you going to do that?
with the Japanese exchange, they didn't have multi-signature wallets, and they had hot wallets. So hot wallets are connected to the internet, and they're
Yeah.
vulnerable. It's kind of outdated. I can't believe they didn't do an upgrade on that with all the threats that have happened. We have multi-signature wallets, and we are in the process of having cold storage for all of your funds. So it should be about as safe as it gets.
So we'll be looking forward to that. And moving to my last question, and that might sound stupid because I haven't read anything about it, but I'm still gonna ask. Have you developed the platform? If not, are you developing it? And if not, are you raising funds for that right now? And if not, are you planning to raise funds for that? So that's so many questions in the very same place.
Yeah, yeah.
Start wherever you
So
feel like.
we are definitely in the middle of developing the platform right now. We were hoping that we would already be in private beta, but a couple of things came up, and it was to be expected. It's our first exchange. Delays were inevitable,
Yeah.
and yeah. So as far as like an ICO goes, it is on the table. We haven't decided yet if we were to go down that route. I mean, like things like costs and KuCoin, I think those are very interesting ways to go about it, where everybody gets like a 50% cut of the transaction fees. That's because that's an investment, and that's what if I was to do an ICO, I would want it to be an investment and not waste anybody's time. But that's if we do an ICO. We haven't really decided on that, but it's definitely a possibility.
All right. So when can we see the project out finally?
I really want to say it's tough to say at the moment. I wanted to
Just give
say
me a
towards
tentative date. I mean, for the
yeah.
people out there, of course.
We should be live either by the end of the month or next month, is what I would say.
Okay, at the end of next month. So I'll be
Yeah,
looking
but
forward to it, of
that will
course.
yeah, that won't be with all our features though. That'll be just that will probably be more of the bear exchange and the
All right.
troll box and stuff like that. But the reputation points and the 5-star review system, we're definitely working on that. I don't really I haven't heard any dates yet when that'll be finished, but hopefully it won't take too long.
Well, I think that on
Yeah,
that note we can wrap the interview. And thank you very much for speaking to us, Nathan. Thank you very much,
catch you
and
later.
have a good trade.
Yeah, you too.
All right.